In the tradition of Playdate and War of the Worlds, you now have Mark Wahlberg and Paul Walter Hauser in this movie Balls Up. I'll be live in Chicago Friday, June 19th, 10 p.m. show back at the Lincoln Lodge. And you can get your tickets by going to doubletoastedchicago.com or scanning that QR code right there. Amazon has some great stuff as far as Amazon Video.
Series.
Yeah, they got some series out there. You know, they probably have some movies out there that are right. You know, they got some great.
As far as making things that other people wrote, yeah.
No, they got some. Amazon has some great things, but also Amazon has some amazingly bad stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, the bad stuff.
Shockingly bad.
The bad stuff is almost entertaining than the great stuff. More entertaining than the great stuff that they got, man.
I don't know about
their
that.
comedies are terrible. And the things that are not supposed to be comedies are some of the best comedies that they got.
Here, let me show you.
War of the Worlds is one of the best comedies of 2025. I'll argue that strongly.
These locations are our global response headquarters, our most sensitive targets, and they're taking them out.
I think those are the studios that they make the comedies in.
And they're taking them out.
They're taking them out. Here, let me show you.
In my own words.
But it's almost like, so lately we've had some things come out of Amazon that are called comedies. And it feels like Amazon is actually on a mission to destroy comedy. It's like people talking about, man, when is comedy going to be making a comeback to the theater? Amazon says never. If we have anything to say about it. If we have anything to do with this. It's almost like they're trying to make some sort of damn Bond villain scheme to only have comedies on Amazon.
We'll make people not want comedies anymore.
No, and then we'll make nothing but comedies. Unless they're making stuff like this, boy. So this came out about a week ago, but people are still talking about this. It was the #1 movie on Amazon at one point. In the tradition of Playdate and War of the Worlds, you now have Mark Wahlberg and Paul Walter Hauser in this movie Balls Up.
Is Steve from HR here?
I didn't invite him. Ugh, the fun police.
Actually, I'm here.
No, Amazon, you are the fun police.
Yeah, no kidding.
For the trailer, they had a CGI the thing out.
No,
I didn't notice that. I'd never seen a trailer for that.
The dildo or the penis, whatever.
Yeah, it was definitely a dildo.
The official condom of Brazil 2025 is the Balls Up.
Oh, no. You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, you goddamn right. People, that's what you saw right now wasn't even really the movie. So what you've seen so far, you can probably pick up from it.
Oh, really? You think so?
Maybe, or maybe not.
Why did I watch the movie if I can watch it in 2 minutes?
Yeah, and it took you, 4 hours to watch this? You dragged this out way too long, man. I feel bad for you. Yeah, people,
I laughed twice this entire movie.
Okay, so a laugh per hour.
Well, you know what? Feel good, man. You got more laughs than I did. You walked away with at least 2. So in this movie, this is, as you saw, this deals with Mark Wahlberg and Paul Walter Hauser. They play I think Brad is Marky Mark's character, and you have Elijah. And they come up with this product. Elijah's actually the one to do it. Comes up with this product, the Balls Up, as you can see right here. Apparently it's revolutionary when you make a condom long enough to cover your balls. But, that's...
They ever say why that's revolutionary or a good thing?
Yeah, because apparently the testicles can transmit diseases too. I don't know if the science works out like that, but... Hey, I didn't write this, man.
You actually made it to that point. It's there's a PowerPoint presentation in the first 10 minutes of the movie.
But I didn't believe that and thought maybe there was later they go like, well, actually this. Because that explanation makes no sense.
You think they were going to explain something twice?
Well, they write these movies for second screens. They think people are watching
they
phones.
mention that one time and move on. We got more stupid shit to get to.
Okay.
But yeah, they come up with this product and they're trying to make it the official condom of not just the World Cup, but of Brazil. So they get over there, they get taken to a game, and of course, these two dumbasses, they get together and not only do they ruin their chances of selling this product, but also somehow manage to get all of Brazil turned against them because they ruin Brazil's chance at winning the World Cup when they're chasing the hot dog on the screen. So, listen, they keep talking about how this is from the creators of Dumb and Dumber. Mark Farrelly?
Oh, Farrelly, yeah.
Not both the Farrelly brothers, but Mark Farrelly.
Okay.
Peter.
Peter and Bobby.
Yeah, but which one is this?
Peter.
It's Peter Farrelly then. So you got Peter Farrelly, who's directing this, and as they keep saying over and over again, from the guy that created Dumb and Dumber. Now, the Dumb and Dumber is, it fits his name.
Mm-hmm.
It is just as dumb as what you see here, if not dumber.
Yeah.
But the thing about Dumb and Dumber is that, what's his name? Your boy
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey and
Jeff
Daniels. Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels. They were very dumb. They were stupid characters, but somehow they were lovable.
Mm-hmm.
They were you liked them because they never made any pretense about them being anything other than stupid.
Right.
They can't. You wonder how they even are alive because they can't even function in society so well. But they are lovable because of that. Now with this, you got characters that are not lovably stupid, but they are obnoxiously stupid.
Yeah.
And also appropriate for a movie like this centering on penis and ball jokes because they are some of the biggest dicks in this film, man. They are horrible. They are horrible people, man. Especially Mark Wahlberg. Now, I don't know about you, Martin and Marcos. I don't really look at movies and get mad because they're fiction.
I looked at this one and got mad.
Yeah, well, I don't blame you because I looked at this and got mad too. In the film, so they don't know how to make these characters, man. Mark Wahlberg, how did he ever become a top salesperson? Because he messes up a deal by ruining a CEO's sobriety, played by Benjamin Bratt. The guy shows him his sobriety coin. And Mark Wahlberg looks at him and says, "What are you, a pussy?"
Oh boy.
And then that's when I looked at this and I said, you know what? I looked at them and I said, I hate these people. I hate that guy.
Yeah.
Especially Mark Wahlberg. I hate that guy. And a large portion of this movie is completely dedicated to nothing but dick and balls jokes.
I mean, I feel like they set that up from the beginning though.
Yeah. And you know what? Marcos tell you that they stopped doing that early on.
No, I said they stopped talking about the condom. I didn't even say they ever stopped doing. They find other ways to do dick jokes that are still not funny.
Huh.
Oh yeah,
2 hours of it, huh?
2 hours, about an hour and 40 something. It just feels like 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
You could trapped in some kind of time warp and it goes on for 4 hours. But I that's what kicks off this whole wacky adventure, man. When you got Paul Walter Hauser, like that. That's how this whole thing gets started. He feels like he's getting mocked by a dude dressed like a sausage, which keeps looking like a giant dick.
Yeah, I saw that.
He plays with the balls. They put a cap on him that looks like a condom, so he gets up and attacks. And you know what? I already hated these characters, but the jokes get so bad, man. It's not because they're juvenile, but it's because they're so basic and juvenile. Because of things like that.
Yeah.
Man, you can be juvenile and still be clever. You can be juvenile and still be funny. You can even relish in that. I mean, you just mentioned Jackass a little while ago.
Yeah.
You don't get no more juvenile than that. Grown man doing around playing with shit and eating piss and right. I mean, but they take it to some other level. This is just like, hey, we talking about dicks.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. You watch a comedy like this, and when they get in situations where you go, no human would do this, then there's a break with it where you're like, I can't follow this. I mean, even the most extreme person I know would never do these things.
That's not even like a huge problem for me in this, because the problem is that the story is paced like improv.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing a pitch for a condom that covers the balls, and it goes for 15 minutes. All right, now you're pitching to a CEO. Now you're with a drug lord. Yeah. Now, it does not make sense. It just all feels like things just happen,
Yeah,
and
okay.
none of it is ever set up or grows any. I think I watched this entire movie. I couldn't pick up a theme to it, and I feel like they were trying to be like, oh, the nerdy guy and the suave guy work together. They don't work together at all by the time this whole movie is over.
Yeah, let me give you an example of what he's talking about. There's 5 minutes, at least 5 minutes of watching these two guys eat condoms full of coke, where they have the condoms right down in the balls, and the whole joke is, oh, look at these straight guys eating dicks. And they stretch that out for 5 minutes. Because they gotta make jokes about the gag reflex. They gotta talk about it. Do we go shaft the balls first? Oh, we gotta put it in. Oh, let's take it out and try it again. And that's supposed to be funny, seeing just a phallic symbol go up and down in their mouth. That's the joke.
This sounds like the kind of movies that Adam Sandler stopped making.
Those movies are smart compared to this.
If Adam Sandler, listen, let me give my fellow September brother, because we have the same birthday. Adam Sandler never went here. Now Adam Sandler will make some shit and fart jokes, but he ain't gonna sit up there and try to pull a dick in his mouth for like 5 minutes. All right. I mean, they am I lying? About 5 minutes of that shit, and then they even leave and go back to it. There's a scene where my man, somebody leaves to, Sacha Baron Cohen leaves to put on some damn angel wings and some panties and comes back and starts posing, and he comes back, now, about that dick. He points a gun at Paul Walter Hauser and said, where were we?
Okay.
We leave a dick joke.
And that part was funnier than the dick joke.
Yes.
But they
don't even
they didn't even set it up as a punchline. And it was just like, I could have been a better model than my sister. And it's like, oh, that is interesting material. They don't do anything with it.
No.
And then it's just to take a break to, all right, now go back to eating your plastic dick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, listen, y'all know me. I don't take myself that seriously. I could have found this funny if it flowed better, but it doesn't have a plot. It feels like they had a bunch of sex, condom, dick and ball jokes that made them laugh.
Mm-hmm.
And they just found some flimsy ass way to put this shit together, man. You know, they did it also with lazy stereotypes. I mean, all the bad ingredients are here. I'm not laughing because I think it's offensive. I'm not laughing because it's not well thought out. And in addition to being basically juvenile, I'll give you an example. Sacha Baron Cohen is in this. He plays the cartel leader, Pavito Corto, I think is his name. He's already a cliched cartel boss.
Mm.
You know, he's charming one minute, he's psycho the next. He just shoots his henchmen because he feels like it.
I like no matter what ethnicity he plays, he says "yesh" the same way.
Yeah, that's one of the jokes right here. It's almost like he finds a way to put "yesh" in every act that he's got. That accent, because he's always a guy that goes in and makes an accent, a one note joke, and it's never been worse here. That's the whole thing. You know, it's funny for a minute when he comes on because you're like, oh, it's Sacha Baron Cohen playing another character. It's funny for a minute, but they do nothing clever with it. It's the joke is, hey, don't he sound funny?
Here's the question. And como foi that? What'd you do? Is the answer yes or no?
Is hell now. Because this character don't even make any sense.
Why the does he look like Shaun White?
Why the does he look like anything these days like that, man?
But he's playing a Brazilian. Why the does he look like Shaun White?
It's for that damn lame ass what's he call it?
The modeling joke?
The modeling joke, yeah. But the character don't even make any sense. And I tell you why, because one moment he loves Elijah. He loves Brad. And there's a reason why in the movie, you know, you could probably guess it, but he loves him. And he says, hey, you know what? I love you guys. I'm going to give you anything you want. However he's fucking talking. I'll give you anything you want. Stay here with me. You're my guys. The next scene, he wants to murder Brad because Brad his wife is trying to sleep with Brad, which they set up together. It's a whole sex game that they play. They bring people in. The wife does this thing where she hits on one of the guys, takes him to the bedroom. He comes in and catches them and then wants to kill him by sticking a broken bottle up his ass. And that was planned from the beginning. So what was all this shit about you loving him before? And then all this stuff happens right here. That doesn't flow together very well. You don't even know how to write your character, man.
Yeah.
You're just doing it because, again, the example of that is we're not thinking how this character goes from here to there. We just think, oh, wouldn't it be funny if he talked crazy? Wouldn't it be funny if he was psycho? Wouldn't it be funny if he called his wife with Brad and wanted to stick a bottle up Brad's ass? You know, that.
It sounds like what Marcos was saying, like it's just a bunch of improv scenes stuck together.
Oh, no, it is, man. And they're all tired. The movie just that's one of the things about it, man. It's like everything, we've seen all this shit before, man. We've seen it done better. We've seen these stereotypes before and they weren't funny. You know, there's a part where they're running through the rainforest and they run across this hippie tribe and all they do is lick frogs and the only woman in the crew has sex with everybody. Mm-hmm. And they're led by an old shaman. You know, we've seen that shit before. Mm-hmm. You know, this is nothing new, man. Wahlberg takes a piss and a damn fish flies up.
Devilfish.
Devilfish flies up his dick. And Paul Walter Hauser has to bend over and take it out with his teeth. Oh, look at what we got. Another, this is some gay shit, but I'm not really gay joke. You know? Let me
Peter Farrelly has a track record of doing very juvenile stuff. Every so often, it's been well made and clever, although that was usually earlier in his career.
Yeah.
Not so much lately.
But there's been something to... Because they're trying to bring back the raunchy comedy to the theater.
Yeah,
that's what they're trying to do here.
Yeah,
you know, our not even to the theme. Let's just bring the trend back, that format back, that subgenre, whatever you want to call it, man. But I don't know, man. It seemed like since they've gone to streaming, it seemed like they're just rushing these things out and not trying to figure out how to make them a story. When you had something about Mary, there was a story there.
Right.
It was a rom-com with very juvenile raunchy comedy because they had a format there, something to follow. It was a little funnier because there were characters there that were following a format.
Right.
They just doing just one stupid thing after another just because we want an easy laugh. You know, that's what I feel like at least, man. You know, this is tired, y'all. This is why comedies are not in theaters right now. This is why they're going to streaming. This is why you're not seeing comedies come to the theater at this point because, you know, everybody's reducing to doing shit like this.
Yeah, and you know, Mark Wahlberg and Paul Walter Hauser, they're okay at comedy. They've both done it, but they're not really comedic actors. And if you get a comedic actor, one who's a comedian, they can carry something like this better because they can add things to it to make you like, even if they're unlikable people, to make you like them and to keep it funny so that you're laughing at whatever they're doing, they're back and forth. And you're distracted by all the other stuff around you. You're almost like sometimes you get that combination where you're like, oh, I don't care about the plot, but these guys are making me laugh.
Yeah.
And that's just not happening here.
That is one of the reasons why Dumb and Dumber worked also, because you had Jim Carrey there. Mm-hmm. And Jim Carrey was doing physical comedy. He was doing timed comedy. Mm-hmm. There seemed to be a skill of that comedy.
Yeah.
The other guys worked with Mark Wahlberg because you had Will Ferrell there, who was actually a comedian who was able to do timed comedy. He was able to do a very good physical comedy, which that stuff is not, it's taken for granted when these people do that. That's a skill.
It is a skill.
Now you get these two together right here and they ain't doing none of that shit. Mm-mm. They're just, all they're doing is talking about balls and whatnot. And I'm going to tell you something about those condoms in the movie. I will tell you this, man. They get a lot of mileage out of those condoms. It's almost like they're trying to sell you the condoms. They cover the balls. Oh, they don't get any fecal matter on them. They work as flotation devices. There's all kind of shit that
they're great for transporting drugs.
Yeah, very versatile. Very versatile. They get a lot of mileage out of those condoms, man. You'd be surprised what adding balls to a condom will do for comedy. Not a fucking thing. This is meant. I also the ending of this is predictable. Now I will tell you this: if there's one person I like to hear, it was Benjamin Bratt. Mm-hmm. Benjamin Bratt was actually funny in this. There's a scene where he does some physical comedy. It's juvenile, but for some reason, it seemed to be actually telling a story at that point. It seemed to be, not just, let's just mention dick and balls and do something stupid and pull our ass out. It seemed to be something that flowed into an actual joke, and his segment worked for me. I got a laugh out of him, and plus I thought he was just very good. But that's about all I like with this movie, man. This was worse than I thought it was going to be. It's not on the level a play date.
You sure?
I'm sure. Play date, where play date goes, that's a whole other level. For one thing, they didn't say bitch 50 million times in this movie right here. So, that's I was less annoyed by this than play date, but nevertheless, I was pretty annoyed by how low they were going with this. I don't know.
As the sports guy, I guess that's what I've kind of been designated.
Okay.
The World Cup is literally this year. And they did not tie it into it because they were like, oh, we're going to go to Brazil for the World Cup. And I'm like, it's literally in New York this year. Like,
that's right.
You had a chance to kind of tie it in together.
Hey, everyone, I got to give a quick word out to our sponsor right now, which is Shopify. And I will make this quick, but I just wanted to say a little something right now. Every time I sit in this studio, I look around and I'm amazed at how many gifts we receive from talented toasties out there that have made these things themselves. And I haven't even seen half of those talented people in our community that make these wonderful things. You make things such as toys, clothing, jewelry, things that you can sell online, be your own business person, be your own online entrepreneur. And that is where Shopify comes in. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world. They're your commerce expert, helping with everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns. They got your back 24/7 with customer support. And you know what? I don't think I have to worry about those returns too much because Shopify's got your back. You're going to be all right. You know what? They even have you to where they know you need to save a little money to make some money. And that is where this code comes in. If you put in shopify.com/toasted, all lowercase, you will get a $1 per month trial period. I want to thank Shopify for sponsoring this portion of the show. And I want to thank all of you out there for your support. And now back to the video.
If they mess up the World Cup in New York, it's not like all of New York would chase them and want to kill them. But in Brazil, they take that shit way seriously.
Yeah.
Like you can't even lose without having your life in danger.
I get what they wanted to do, but the problem is that this didn't come out in a World Cup year. No one thinks about it.
Yeah.
But this is literally the World Cup's in 2 months.
Oh wow.
And you it up by like not even tying it into it a little bit, like just.
I mean, this looked like they filmed whatever game was going on and made that it.
Well, no. Actually, it's worse because when they do show the clips of the game, those are the most unathletic looking people that I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not big into soccer or football, but I did notice that. I was like, they look like they're just playing around, like not even serious about this game.
Oh yeah. No, people. This is a low some more bullshit for me. I couldn't go all the way to you, but it was.
No, I can go all the way.
And you know what? The only reason why is because I saw play date. So yes, yeah,
they can both.
yeah. You know what, man? I might have to. Because this is some lazy shit.
I mean, look, I didn't finish this, but the little bit I watched was a lot harder for me to watch than Playdate.
Well,
the reason I watched it over 4 hours is because it was so hard. It was so awkward. It was not even funny.
Yeah.
I love Paul Walter Hauser at least.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg is okay depending on the movie. But like there was a certain point where I was like, I've seen 4 scenes already. Like I've seen the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen them go to Brazil. I've seen them pitch to the Brazil. I've seen the after party. I'm like, this has to be 30 minutes into it. And I looked at the screen time, 18 minutes.
So you were losing time.
Yeah. When he said 4 hours to watch, I'm like, man, I feel for you. Nobody should have to spend 4 hours with this bullshit.
And then when you showed the trailer, it's like, oh, I could have fast forwarded all that into a minute and a half.
Yeah. Could have watched that on like double speed, man. Yeah, this is no, okay, I'm gonna say it, man, because now I'm thinking about, damn, they went so far as to even make an alligator eat dick and balls.
He just ate both the Coke condoms. I mean, did you not see Cocaine Bear? I don't want to see a crime.
Yeah, you man. No, it's not. No, yeah, no. This, yeah, straight up, fuck this. Yeah, you. That's the rating for
Thank
this.
you.
Yeah.
Then the alligator goes to attack them and dies of a heart attack. That's the joke.
Okay.
Yeah, he knew that. He saw that. Yeah, he knew that. You have to tell him that. Now you insulting the man. You think he's stupid? You know this is Martin knows good and goddamn well this is gonna go.
By the way,
So we have to explain this shit to him right here. Oh, near the alligator down. Martin knew that.
my bad.
But would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. That means you really like us. So just go ahead and press that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And check out our other channels, our social media like Instagram, TikTok, and our Patreon where we have new stuff coming up all the time. And we'll see you on the next video.